This is Sergeant Charles H. Cochran, Jr., who broke barriers when he became the first publicly gay officer in the New York Police Department. Now, decades later, barriers continue to be broken, allowing officers to celebrate their identity with pride. PIX-11's Eliezer Marte explains.
Lieutenant Ana Arboleda walks the hallways of one police plaza in Lower Manhattan with pride.
Being who I am, it's always appreciated here, in the NYPD and also outside of the NYPD, because at the end of the day, I'm just me, right? I'm Anna. I'm going to be Anna internally and externally.
Being comfortable in her own skin was not an easy road for Lieutenant Arboleda. She joined the NYPD in 2009 as a cadet. She tells us she wasn't open about being a lesbian back then because she didn't know if the organization was going to accept her.
So many things have changed, and just not only has this department progressed, but society has changed. We literally have every representation within the department. We have transgender officers, we have non-binary officers.
What's the biggest challenge of being a gay police officer?
The same challenges that I face outside for being a gay woman are probably maybe the same challenges that I face here.
This Latina woman has faced adversity from a young age. At 16, she was kicked out of her house for coming out to her parents. What would be your message to 16-year-old Anna?
My message to my 16-year-old Anna is just keep pushing. It gets better, and I'm actually thankful for that experience because it made me who I am today.
Arboleda has since rekindled the relationship with her parents.
It's sadly to say, but it's very common in our community, in the LGBT community, not to be accepted at first. It's part of the coming out story to many people.
Arboleda's job is not only inside these walls. She was appointed in 2021 LGBTQIA+ liaison to police commissioner.
Part of what I do is to listen to the community's concerns, and we figure out how can we make that better. It's no secret of everything that's going on around, letting cops march, and I'm eager to find, in the community and for the community to understand that at the end of the day, I'm gay, but I'm also a police officer.
In addition to being a police officer, there are two other titles that she carries with pride. Being a wife to Feidi, who she married 2 years ago. They've been together for 11 years. She's also a proud mother to twins Oliver and Bruno. They were born 2 months ago. To the Anna that it's now a mom and it's married, openly gay, did you see this back when you started here, that this was going to be you years later?
No, it's actually better than what I thought. I could be a mom, I could be a police officer, I could be a woman, I could be a Hispanic woman, so it's actually better than what I envisioned.
We'll still add right here, a safe space where people can be themselves.
Divorce is just like straight divorce. There's just a higher chance the Supreme Court could swoop in the last minute and save me a bunch of paperwork. That's it.
We'll take you to a comedy club where queer comedians are taking the stage and showing the funny side of pride. Our Pride celebration concludes with voices that make people laugh. We're shining a spotlight on queer comedians. PIX-11's McGee Hickey visited a weekly queer comedy show in the heart of Greenwich Village.
I like to say queer instead of gay because it gives my mother false hope.
11 comics, all queer, take the mic at the Greenwich Village Comedy Club to do 7-minute sets every Wednesday night. By the fall, the cream of this crop will compete in the New York Queer Comedy Festival. It was founded by Drew Tessier back in 2017. Tessier, originally from Alabama, says he saw a need for queer comics like himself to find a safe space to be themselves, get feedback from the audience, and work on their craft.
When I came out to my mom, her first and only question to me was, so are you gonna like shave your head and start wearing only black?
The New York Queer Comedy Festival, I think, allows all of these weirdos from all over the country who have moved to New York and kind of have this common dream of wanting to get up and perform, to get to find each other, form our own community.
Gay divorce is just like straight divorce. There's just a higher chance the Supreme Court could swoop in the last minute and save me a bunch of paperwork. That's it.
This queer comedy show is hosted by queer comic Bobby Hankinson, who clearly remembers a time when gay comics had to hide their sexuality in order to fit into the world of straight stand-up.
It went from trying to fit into the comedy world into like kind of carving out a differently shaped niche kind of together.
The audience is often a combination of gay and straight people. Organizers say straight comics occasionally drop in to support and to keep up with the newer, edgier material queer comics come up with.
My name is Marcos Montana, indeed, and I know what you're all thinking. That is way too cool of a name for me, I know.
This night, the mother of one of the queer comics was sitting in the audience as her son joked about growing up in the South Jersey community of Moorestown.
As a gay man, it's kind of hard to live there. It's like way too straight almost, you know? Like the closest gay bar is Philadelphia, so we just gotta make it work.
Marcos is a funny guy and he wants to perform for people and make them laugh, and it doesn't matter if it's queer or not.
And I feel like it helps me be an authentic person, and it really helps me like try to connect with the queer community and the queer roots.
Everybody is who they are these days. Love is love. I mean, I'm all for it.
Our thanks to McGee, and that'll do it for our PIX-11 Pride celebration. I'm Candace Gibson. Happy Pride.